Dear children, today I am going to teach you Chapter 3. The name of the lesson is Career Aspects in Physical Education. It is essential for us to have a look in the past history of physical education in India if we want to know regarding career aspects in the field of physical education. Before 1900 AD, there were very few opportunities about the career in physical education. As a matter of fact, even in the first half of the last century, there were less job opportunities in the field of physical education. Most of the physical education teachers in schools and colleges used to be the retired persons from Indian Army. They used to teach mass physical training, march past, and other rhythmic activities like dumbbell and lyceum, etc. During this era, physical education was not considered as a profession. In fact, during this period, there were very limited institutions of physical education. But after 1950, the situation changed up to some extent. A number of institutions of physical education were established, and proper stress was laid down on physical education in comparison to the first half of the last century. Physical education was considered as building professional. The development of career opportunities in physical education also remained satisfactory during this period. It is well known fact that today's students is more eager to know about the career opportunity in this field. It is also applicable to the field of physical education. Career options in the field of physical education were limited to teaching and coaching approximately till 1990. These careers are still existing. These are called traditional careers in the field of physical education. Earlier, these career options were limited to schools, colleges, and universities, but now these are very much available in community centers such as YMCA, YWCA, etc., and commercial clubs, gymnasium, swimming, boxing, tennis, etc. As a matter of fact, the knowledge-based physical education has increased tremendously after 1990 in depth and breadth. During these years, the expression of the knowledge base has led to the development of various subdisciplines in the field of physical education. This expression combines with the tremendous growth of interest in physical education programs. Sports, fitness in our society has resulted in the development of various career opportunities for qualified physical educators. These numerous career opportunities in physical education are a result of various factors such as to desire to be fit, awareness of health benefits, proper utilization of knowledge in physical education had led to the further development and expanded career opportunities as sports psychologist, exercise physiologist and physiotherapist, sports journalists, sports photographers, and sports broadcasters, etc. Career options in physical education. Mainly, there are two types of career options in the field of physical education. The first type of career options are related to teaching and coaching of physical education. These are called traditional careers in physical education. The second type of career options are related to the emerging careers in physical education, health related careers, administrative related careers, sports related careers, and media related careers. The above mentioned careers in the field of physical education are described here. Teaching career in physical education. Physical education has traditionally been considered a professional field appropriate only for those interested in teaching career. The teaching career offers many rewards to the teachers, whether they are engaged in elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, senior secondary schools, colleges, or universities. This career is usually considered to have many benefits. The teacher in the field of physical education has deep respect among students because he makes a good contribution to society. This career provides internal satisfaction. In teaching career, there is better job security. There are various senior secondary schools where lecturers in physical education are not appointed. In these schools, facilities are not available to run this subject. The subject of physical education is only on records and it is not being taught in many schools. Teaching opportunities in the field of physical education at different levels are described. Elementary school, it has been recognized that physical education is a must in elementary schools. Basic skills and attitudes can be learned well in this period. Physical education plays a very vital role in the harmonious development of children. Even the elementary psychologists say that motor as well as sensory experience of children are extremely important in the creative, develop self-image to grow in a meaningful manner. This emphasis can be placed on learning the various activities such as running, jumping, climbing, throwing, catching, kicking and striking. In case of India, there is no career opportunity for physical education teachers in elementary schools. Generally, the teachers of other subjects who are not specialized in physical education teach physical activities. This is the main drawback in India. Owing to this, Indians are lagging behind in the field of sports at world level, whereas physical education is compulsory in elementary schools in advanced countries of the world. Such countries in the laurels for their countries at world level. The government as well as the society must lay stress on implementing physical education in primary schools, and qualified physical education teachers should be appointed in these schools so that they may produce good sportspersons and fittest citizens. Middle schools, career opportunities for physical education teachers in middle schools are ample, but only in the schools in big cities and specifically which are affiliated to CBSE. In such schools, there is a separate syllabus for 6th, 7th, 8th classes in 8 classes. In government middle schools, there are rare opportunities of employment for physical education teachers. Although the subject of physical education is offered in such schools, but it is implemented in a formal way. In CBSE public schools, some portion of physical education is taught by science teachers according to the institution's instructions laid down by CBSE. In some schools where teachers of physical education are employed, they are required to teach other subjects also. Consequently, it can be said that in middle school the opportunity of jobs in field of physical education are not sufficient. High school, generally there are a number of opportunities for jobs in the field of physical education in government and private. Public high schools, specialized teachers of physical education are appointed in such schools. They are required to teach above and practicals of physical education. They are also required to prepare various terms of sports for inter-school competitions. Senior secondary schools, it is a common practice throughout the country to engage special teachers of physical education in senior secondary schools. In some schools, lecturers in physical education are appointed to teach theory classes. Physical education is an optional subject in government and senior secondary public schools. These teachers are also required to maintain the discipline in schools. They are also required to prepare various terms of sports for inter-school tournaments. There are ample opportunity of jobs in such schools. College and university. There are many opportunity of jobs to teach physical education in colleges and universities. Physical education is an optional subject in colleges. There are various professional courses in physical education in number of colleges, such as certificate course in physical education, CPED, diploma course in physical education, DPED, bachelor's degree in physical education, BPED, certificate course in yoga, BSc in physical education, and master degree in physical education, MPED or ME in physical education, and MPhil, etc. PhD in physical education is associated with universities and some renowned colleges. Prerequisite qualification is master degree and national eligibility test and NET in physical education to teach physical education in colleges. The preference is given to PhD degree holders to teach at university level. PhD research work and publishing of books are also essential qualifications along with college level qualifications. At college level, preparation of various terms of sports is also an associated job, whereas at university level, only teaching is required. At university level and the college levels, some professional colleges, teachers are required to teach various subjects such as research methodology, test and measurement, sports psychology, sports sociology, sports biomechanics, sports medicine, exercise physiology, and organization and administration, etc. Teaching is non-school settings such as teaching in sports clubs, teaching in youths and community organizations, teaching in centers for elders, and teaching in resorts, etc. are applicable in USA, UK, Germany, France, Japan, and Russia, etc. In India, no job opportunities are available in this field. So, dear children, please go through this one, the career aspects in physical education. In the next table, we'll teach